Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Now my friends, I have found a new thing. I'm sorry for the drawing one. And today when you see red, that's American code. This video, as you see in the title, is what if America made an empire. Now, we are including Hawaii, so that means they might hop over there to attack Russia. Yeah. So the first name they want to attack is you, Mr. Mexico. Not all of it, of course. I'm gonna kill it. I'm just gonna make that. We're just gonna make it only yellow, just there. So we have the Americans pushing down into there, capturing that, giving that to California, and capturing that, giving that to California. Now they do invade that, taking that and that, giving that to Texas. Now that is protected, but I think that Mexican City is right there. So, because all their troops are around here, they make the city. They move like half the population and some of the buildings somehow to here. But they put all their armies on the front lines. Now that the US is absolutely going hammock over here, that actually gives Mexico some time to kill some US residents. So firstly they push into there. The Californians will spot it first, but they haven't spotted it yet. Mexicans making a massive advance to the US. Canada, yes, our friend Canada gets scared and joins the war. But this time, instead of on US's side, well, that's very different. Actually, that's US. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Okay, so they well, if I'm correct, yep. They start pushing into US by here, but only tiny advancements are being made. They also take over some major things. The capital still has a lot of armies, so they kind of avoid that. And they kind of going down until boy, they touch Ohio. They do get all of this though. That's very good. Goodies. Happy days for the Canadians standing up to the US. Oh yeah, Texas is the strongest state here. Then it's California. Then Florida. No, Texas, Ohio, Texas, California, Ohio, then Florida. Because California kind of prepared. If they weren't, that means they'd be like 5th. So yeah, the Mexicans start their invasion over here slowly. The Canadians are starting their advancements into here and into here. Now, because we haven't seen USA do anything in a long time, let me just show you what US have been doing while Mexico and Canada destroyed the top. It's bad I call it North Korea. Well, USA's doing some stuff in the bottom. He's kind of took out Mexico City. They've surrendered to him. They also they've kind of captured all of Mexico now. Mexico, except for this part, Mexico is under control. I mean, I guess yes. This is kind of a waste to them though, because like they just go Ohio keeps their stance until. Let's be real. they just say let's be real here, and they get destroyed. So then all these ones that just randomly didn't know takes over. Louisiana, sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. You're going to Lucy. So yeah. Finally, USA looks at a map for once and realizes this, so he kind of takes over Mexico. Oh my god, wow. So now there's a lot of blood and violence. Now, because it's only the states that were prepared. Also, you're just strong in total. So Texas, then California, then Florida, and then you. So now we just have the slow advancement of Mexico. Canada doesn't give up though, as it sends troops to Mexico, and they do give Canada some land to connect to Texas, and there is a lot of violence in Texas. After a lot of killing, Mexico pushes back down into here, because Texas is very prepared, and they're about to cut it off from the USA, and Mexico and Canada have a dispute who should own Texas, and it comes out to be that if Canada gets owned that. So it's kind of like, how is the US getting that? Well, USA just decides this. It's the US power, bro. USA finally starts doing something. Oh yeah, and Florida. Florida, like, none of these states, like, they just surrendered to Canada. None of them is fighting. This is only Florida people, by the way. This is only Floridan people. And I guess now, Wisconsin? No. No. Yeah, no. People, you know. And Washington people too are helping. Quebec gets captured. Quebec's kind of, no. Quebec was a rebel, so we're gonna make you your own color. You're French, so no offense, no offense. But this is all Florida and Washington's thing. So now all the things that does that. Oh yeah, and by the way, I forgot about you. Yeah, they took over Alaska, but Alaska survives. That is very random. So then they take over this, and now it's the power of you guys. Canada gives up. They were just trying to do that. So yeah, we've kind of, or may have not seen the reviving of this. Now Mexico does give up too, and this is how it goes. So yeah, they only keep Mexico City, which after a few years surrenders. Canada, you kind of did this to yourself. They take away its biggest state. Yeah. Oh yeah, but they do gain. They take that and that. So they're pretty big. And so yeah, and Russia's mad. Russia's like scared now. So now USA decides to finish. Quebec loves USA is equal to France. So Quebec joins USA, and USA declares wars on Canada, and yeah, it's kind of North America now. Now it doesn't want to. This Central Americans has formed together. They don't really want to mess with USA, so USA's like, okay, chill. But this patch of land, oh boy, they want. So wanting to attack that means only tiny nations are color. I mean slash them. I would do only ones with tiny like states and stuff, massive states. So that kind of forces Denmark into the war. They wanted to stay neutral. They were just scared. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say, all alliances gone. Just wouldn't be fair. So they kind of like be mean to Denmark, and Denmark kind of may not have got rolled over. I also forgot about you. You're Danish. Yeah, so they didn't get rolled over. Now they set their eyes. Central America. That's just like they just wanted to. Let's pretend it joins. It would take me like an hour to do that. Now they focus on Central America, on South America, and they immediately straight away take these tiny borders. Like, why not? But that's all they did. There's nothing else they did. No, but like Venezuela now, just Venezuela's inflation and bad oil. I mean they have a lot of oil. They just collapsed straight away. They just they couldn't handle the pure wrath of USA, so they just get smacked. Colombia's scared, so they donate land. They donate their thing, so now that's their bottom half. That sounds weird to say. Because French and stuff get stuff are good friends with him, with USA, they give them that. Also, all this, because Brazil is a good friend, they kind of give it a lot of, most of its lands, really. I'm really good at using the keyboard. I mean mouse. Alright, so now that that's happened, USA's kind of took over that. Peru and Bolivia hates that, so they thought, nah man, don't be a stinky. Nah, inflation, bro, inflation. So, Peru gets destroyed. Paraguay doesn't know. Brazil offers it that. Oh yeah, and by the way, Brazil, to make sure every ally to US will be yellow. Yeah, I've decided yellow. In this time. So now Brazil magically became yellow. So yeah, because also I guess we could say yellow and color. That's Argentina's panhandle. So that means I'll push like this. There we are. We have perfect, boy. Perfect. Good boy. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Oh my god, say bye. Oh, maybe that's unclaimed. I don't know. So if that's your panhandle, that's not your panhandle. Yeah. Brazil, I mean, Colombia's kind of the ally, is an ally, but, yeah. Also, Ecuador gives up to Colombia. Colombia kind of owns all of this, because USA helps it achieve that. Because they're friends forever, hashtag friends forever. So, yeah, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say Central America joins USA. Did you know it's legal to say in South America, America? Because, like, that's representing America, and that's the only country. It's just a little culturistic, I guess. Oh yeah, and by the way, because that's the Amazon, and that's a very Brazilian. That would kind of split the country up, though. That's the thing. So USA says sorry to Colombia, and they kind of asked for that. I mean, Colombia's mad, so there's a rebel. They're mad. When Colombia's mad, they get rebels. So they start invading the US. They maybe even get their old territory back, because all of the soldiers are there. They're getting prepared for something. They're getting prepared for something big that's gonna happen. So yeah, they kind of do this. Brazil doesn't notice anything at first. Like, Brazil is chilling, so they might be the first one to notice it. Until US. Colombia's made a massive push. Now all the soldiers are stuck. Now we have the US realizing. So straight away, America's like, America style, America. And they do that. And they just kind of advance to the point where Colombia surrenders as soon as they lose, like, their whole land. They're almost like, yeah, so something's going good for once for the Colombians. They do naval invasion and they land there. I mean, they kind of own this. I'm just too lazy to use that. Me right now, I'm lazy. They get connected, they split the country into two. Oh my god, this is going so fast. They get destroyed. This bit is strong, the strongest bit. So that gives them a few seconds, like before you say, Yumma. That's a little sweary. So yeah, Colombia, Colombia does make a peace treaty with the US in the end, but give it a sec. Let it get destroyed. Give it a sec. It just needs to be destroyed yet, kids. There we go. Colombia is destroyed. Look at the fashion show called Colombia is destroyed. Now they do take this, which the peace treaty is kind of this. Oh yeah, and the US state is this. I was gonna change it, okay? I was gonna change that. Don't worry. Now, because Brazil helped and warned them, they give them that, and that, and that, and that. Now that is a thick Brazil. That sounds so stupid. Anyways, well, Brazil wants Uruguay, so US gives Brazil some backup forces, and Uruguay destroyed. Oh yeah, and by the way, also Brazil wants Argentina, because they think Argentina's weak now. So now Argentina's forced into the war thanks to Brazil. And now Argentina's mad at Brazil. So yeah. Mad Argentina. But they do get trampled, as they do have US's help. They capture the capital. That not nice for Argentina. They get pushed, and now a color for Brazilian states is orange. Now I was about to color in that until I realized UK owns that, so We do have a thick Brazil and a thick USA. Both a very scary thing to mess with. I want that. So now they want Argentina. Now Brazil wants Argentina. So USA's like, slow down there, let's grab some land. So they get enough land as they need for Brazil to destroy Chile. Oh my god, that sounds weird. Well, Brazil does say, LOL, kids. That offends Chile, and Chile's color will make him another blue. So now, blue. We'll just do this, as I don't want to color in Chile. I'm lazy. Chile takes that, and now he's not gonna. About, let's say, a year later, as Brazil's signed the treaty, they rip it, and Chile is like chilling. He is extending his snake limbs and chilling. They don't even know that they're getting destroyed. They capture the capital, then they realize. So now they're crying. American. Oh yeah, by the way, Brazil, he's a good friend. He gives him that. Oh my god, that's a very good gift, Brazil. Well done. So now, Argentina is a state. Brazil kind of wants to stay a state, but like, it just looked like it. Oh yeah, and Colombia. I'm sorry. So now USA is gonna be his father and his mother. Oh yeah, I forgot you're in this, don't you? I forgot you. Oh yeah, first. Yeah. just needed that. Hold on. Yep, they have no military, so let's be their father for once. So as all these countries are pretty weak, they can only they can mess with all except for Egypt, Nigeria, and Algeria, as they're in a group, and that would actually put them I would say third in the world. So yeah, USA lands and starts doing that. Rebel pops up in don't know which country. They meet up. The rebel joins them, and now it's just oh boy bad for Africa. As USA, when he wants to do something, he does. They make a treaty, so yeah. There's kind of the annexation of half the countries in Africa. They do let some countries be scared of it, as they're building up right next to the coasts. Somalia doesn't want that. Also, Ethiopia's never been colonized, so oh yeah, and you get destroyed. This is a very weird looking USA before I even what. And now we have USA doing a naval invasion in here, as the other people are pretty strong. These people are pretty strong, so they stop. As now they have saved up, they were prepared to be invaded. Somalia, by the other hand, they were not. Oh yes. As we see, we have the slow evolution destruction. South Sudan has always been a pain. They kind of do. What the hell is that? Is that the Nile? Yeah, they kind of destroy everything. But yeah. Egypt is kind of cheering them on to destroy Ethiopia. Now Egypt is strong, so they kind of don't mess with that. Like I said in the beginning, they have replicated their people. Good job. Now they're gonna look over here. Well, this is a little bit scarier as the powers of Africa is right there under this area. Now Algeria just kind of let them in the alliance secretly, and there's this part of the US that is just not right. It just doesn't connect with everything, and it's like just weird. Libya, like, so now let's draw the allies of USA. Now now this is the, sorry. What? Okay. Let's draw some allies. Yeah, he's got some allies now. The allies, the allies, the allies, mate. The allies, mate. The allies. Stop being Australian, Archie, okay? Calm down, don't break my eardrums. I think my mom now. That's alright, I listen to some songs my mom loves, and she puts it on the radio when I'm going to school. It's weird. She's very weird. My mom is extremely, extremely, extremely. Why did you make them tiny states, Alger? This is gonna take me forever. I'm gonna give up. I will give up to your tiny states. That is a very weird comment. Now, so now we have some, well, Egyptians, some Algerians, and maybe even some Nigerians getting some attention from USA to help destroy people. Now Algeria is looking pretty stacked. As Niger grows in population, it is the most populated country in Africa. Second, I don't know, I forgot. I think it's Algeria, I don't know. I'll search it up after this video. And, oh yeah, by the way, they do some colonizing themselves, Nigeria did. And they're kind of big now. They shouldn't own, like, all of this. But they did some colonization and took over some land. Yeah, we didn't show it, so now we're gonna see some more colonization. Now they do ask Egypt, do you want to attack Libya? And they're like, fine. Now Algeria does attack too. There's someone, Tunisia, that US, as being it's being nice, gives them. So Algeria, a big strong power house. There is some issues now. We do not want these two to touch, because then they don't want them to, because like they all look the same. So we're gonna just give Egypt orange for the outside where they could attack. Like basically, so it's not confusing. I'm gonna give Egypt orange. Niger is not close, so they get sweetness. And that's weird. Why do they make these guys a state? Oh yeah, and Egypt gets that. There is some border issues, but Algeria does get that actually. And now we have the weird thing. This thing that Egypt. That's my Egyptian color. Egypt gets, which is not a problem. USA doesn't really want to meet up their territory. Yes. Now, Morocco's been invaded, which makes Algeria go straight away. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Hold up, there's Spanish stuff here. So, so I'm sorry, Spain, but yeah, that kind of forces you into the war, doesn't it? Spain is actually mad. I know Spain doesn't get mad. Only with Portugal. Oh yeah, and Portugal does get some colonization took out of them. They don't get that weird panhandle anymore. They don't want to become a state. So they were trying to face up. That's what they're trying to say. So now Algeria kind of gets able to smack around Spain. Oof, yes, sorry Spain. Oh yeah, and by the way, they do invade some of France, and then USA says stop because that's a parent. They get all the way up here, all the way here, all the way here. But not like they've got to stop. Or else USA will attack them. Now, Spain does give up, but yeah, that doesn't stop Algeria. So now USA's took over this. USA is big and strong now. Oh yeah, and by the way, Portugal declares war and then gets destroyed. Portugal doesn't really want this. He's just like, no, my favorite neighbor. I mean, that's his only neighbor. I just realised that. Now we do have Mr. USA being nice and colonising some land for Nigeria. Nigeria does attack and get some land out of this massive country. Yes, I did forget what this country is called. Oh yeah, and by the way, they get some land over here. So does USA, as USA is an empire. And then we have USA doing another thing, because all of this has now been fully protected. The Dr. Condor has had enough. I mean, half of it has. I'm going to give that to Niger. This looks extremely weird. Extremely. When I say extremely, I mean extremely. We're gonna pop champagne. Follow the kings. Okay. Oh my god, USA, you did some real African colonization. I'm just giving USA a hint of how strong they can actually do this in real life. That's the thing that scares me. Nope. We're gonna be nice tonight. Yeah, and USA be nice and gives this to Nigeria. Egypt right now being like, I'm the smallest out of the states. Oh yeah, and you're taking that. You're taking that. You're taking that. Taking that. You're taking that. You're taking that. They kind of take a lot of land. Yeah, Dr. Condor didn't have enough for long. Follow the king, got the queen on your floor. We will pop champagne, yeah, we know. Oh yeah, Madagascar gets invaded, and on the island is now US. And oh boy, USA is about to have the biggest enemy after this colonization. Okay, so Algeria was already a massive country, so... Oh yeah, and by the way, I forgot to give this to USA. Why did I forget to give you... Yes, USA. Now, there we go. Well, I'm gonna give you this. We do have Egypt gaining land. Look out. It's got the queens on the floor. Egypt is super strong, yeah. It's Egyptian power. Bet you it's the pyramids. The pyramids is the one giving Egypt all the power. That's what half the countries in Africa say. I mean, the countries that are alive in Africa. Oh my god. Oh, that I feel so mean. 90% then. Every percent of country. 99%. Also, they have some border disputes, but Egypt gets that. And Egypt kinda may not get this. So Nigeria's like, hell no, man, you stupid. But Egypt doesn't care, and he just starts colonizing again. Though, yeah, Egypt has some really risky borders. So, you'll say thanks for a sec. Until the unthinkable happens. No, my god, the unthinkable is about to happen. Aching, you have no unthinkables. How could you do this? I am doing this to myself too much this day. What did I? Yay. You're in this now. Algeria did something. Good job. Great job. Oh yeah. And Algeria gets these lands because like USA's like, come on, give it to Algeria. So Algeria takes all of that, and because it's Algeria gets an alliance into EU and NATO. Oh yeah, and by the way, he does do some more invasion until he says like, stop it, or else I'll invade you, and he's like, oh Jesus. So, yeah, we have had some empires, but now you'll say faces the strongest one in the video. I just need to see how big USA is for a sec. Whoa, I just gave USA all of that. Oh my god. We do have that current war. So yeah, we have USA attacking. Yeah. They're attacking their biggest rival, and they start invading it now. Now this is the hardest challenge, as well, this extremely strong nation is what they are trying to attack. Here, look out. Oh yeah, by the way, a bit of Kazakhstan's joined it. Follow the queen's got down your floor, we will pop him. Yeah, follow the king, got the queens on the floor, we will pop champagne, yes. Oh. Follow the king, got the queens on the floor, we will pop. So yeah, we do have this massive, well, I mean extremely massive when I say massive. Russia getting attacked by USA. I still don't know if USA, on this map of course, because like, if it was reality, they would be bigger, even though just owning Canada. I don't know if USA would be bigger. Scary. That's scaring me now. I've just scared myself. What? Hold on. Only on this map, by the way. I don't know. So now we have only. Now we have the invasion of Russia, as it's like, nah. Now, a lot of people do join this thing of trying to put down the USA, but I'm not going to count them in. Anyways, Russia starts an advancement until USA says no, and he actually made a landing without Russia knowing, and taking he's trying to take the most important land. That's Russia's most important. So they do keep this. This will take some. Oh, I forgot about St. Peter's. Jesus, that's a very Russian thing. There we go, Russia B. Bring it on. Now they're gonna not give anything over here. So USA does know they need to attack from over here, and also these two massive nations. So there was an invasion here, but then another attack comes over here. Brazil helps USA try to defeat this attack, but unsuccessful. So they start moving up into Canada that USA doesn't really feel, as they live in Texas and stuff. That's why it was easy to take over Mexico. Now, Mexico does want to be free, so a bunch of rebels are helping. This is like, you're probably like, oh no, the end of the United States Empire. That's what you're thinking right now. That's probably what you're thinking. The end of the US Empire. We're gonna give the four. This is gonna be called the four squares in a row. The four squares, because they're in a war. USA losing its capital. Well, I think Washington DC's there. So yeah, taking about its capital, I'd say. It's pretty scared. Brazil and all their allies are helping. Till Egypt is kind of neutral, but then brought into the war by Russia. So Australia, being an ally, would always help them. 10 out of 10, amazingly. Joins their side. So yeah, Australia. Only that, so Russia gets knocked out. Right. There's a starting push campaign into Russia, which is going successfully. Going by just Australia, by the way. This is just Australia. Now, the group does tell Russia about this. Russia's furious and takes back a lot of that land, taking back the most important part, and this part. Also having a naval landing. Also taking this, and this. Oh yeah, by the way, China and stuff kind of give Russia this, just for the invasion plan. China kind of actually gives all of its land to them, except for Beijing and stuff. They're trying to stay alive. They'll just take all of it, I guess. Deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, burning into this place. Deja vu, deja vu. So yeah, they kind of get help. Australia is alone, so they just just China, because they do have to deal with this to go that. That's the only thing Australia was hoping didn't happen, because they could have easily took out Russia there. It's just if China wasn't there. It's like, no, we do have Brazil going meow, trying to invade, just go meow meow. Russia's like stop, but Brazil's like meow meow meow. So then Russia's kind of protecting this too much, making Australia. They get all the emus. They're on the emus and they go. Meow. Now the emus are adapted to the coldness too, so there's just a massive hit. Crikey, mate. No! Oh my God! Is that Australia? This is what I call the Australian land. Oh, I'm sorry. I have watched too much of a movie that you guys would never watch. I bet you. But like, it's so funny. Like, it's this. So yeah, they kind of. This is only Australia, by the way. This is not US. And because of that, they have to evacuate all their troops and put it next to Australia, giving. Oh wait, I forgot you own this. Giving US the time from this tiny thing and Iceland to go bang, 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 bang. They kind of capture a lot of the land except for in a USA slash the most important part. Now Texas is taken, which is the strongest. Florida is the strongest. Yeah, they take all the important ones, and now it's just like as soon as Ohio is captured, well, this is a strong bit. So USA starts capturing back its land. Louisiana does get that. So Russia kind of, because it puts all its troops back. They surrender to USA because they know they'll die anyways. Squares destroyed. So yeah. Now that half of Russia is taken, well, they did replace their troops. Meaning that they will take all of this. They will take back all of Russia. And most of their China part. But nope. Now that USA's got in, they have to replace their things again, which is taking forever. Now, when this is done, game over. Now, they do take their push back very goodly, and they do, I repeat, they actually do take over Australia. Now, Australia has now realised this and replacing all its troops. Yeah, I know a lot about troops today. So that gives China, just China, this is just China mostly, the time to do this. So now Australia has to replace its troops again, as it's already going to get destroyed. So now it's like, now it's like anyone's game. It's anyone's game here now. As Australia just gets its troops, they just get its troops back in position, and they're like, oh. So now they know that's happened. Russia's troops, it's all there, but now, thanks to Denmark. Oh, everyone, Denmark. Yeah, the Denmark's the one that saved it. They do that. Also, Ukraine, they do that. That's it. As Russia immediately fights that back. Don't worry. But when the USA comes and they take back that, they're trying to take this part. Now, Russia, all its soldiers on the other side, meaning that they need to come back. Now, this is the most important part of Russia. This is. So now that they're cut off, they're like, oh my god. So they have to use planes, which when they get to the places, they now have to join the US in defeating Russia. Now St. Petersburg is like there, so they take that and take that. St. Petersburg is safe for now, as St. Petersburg takes back this. And that's about it. As they do kind of push that back, and they do put soldiers there, save them there. And this was some rebels until the USA took them over, because they were gonna trade USA. They gave in and they ripped it straight away, so they got shooted by an assassin. So now that they've done this, they've taken over mostly Russia, and now Russia is protecting that. USA can't move there, so they put all their troops here, most of their troops. And they take over big parts of China, they take over the best parts of China. Mongolia knows it's going to surrender anyways, because they know that US is going to win this. They have too much faith, so they just kind of join USA forever. Even though US was never going to invade them, they were going to collapse anyways. They do get them the best part of China's population, so China kind of goes down. So yeah, King Dynasty 2.0, question mark? Oh yeah. So, yeah. Russia's kind of getting forced to surrender. Well, Australia, back here, I'm going to change Australia's colour. Takes that, and now Australia is sick of having a small population. So they get their butt over here, and they start doing their favourite thing. And they kind of get this. They kind of been given all the best part of China's population. So yeah, China's sad. It's not even a puppet. All its land is a puppet state of US. It's not even all its land. It's mostly Australian. Oh my god, that's a very weird line. Oh yeah, and Mr. Egypt. Mr. Egypt. Sheehan. Egypt. Let's imagine that's Egypt. Egypt gets all this. They're allowed to. Why you're not taking the pass? Why you're not taking the hard pass? Why you're not run the... We're kind of... It's a field day. Algeria, luckily you are here, because this part was about to destroy USA until Algeria gets there. And because it's Algeria, I mean, why not? It's Algeria. Let's pretend this is Algeria again. Algeria takes this. So now, Russia's kind of had the most devastating impact. It deserved it. Let's just pretend this is Algerian. So Algeria has done that, and now they have decided to take this. That. Actually, no. They say. They say no, actually. Because they were mostly the ones destroying it. They take that, and they... But after some disputes, they cry, and they give that back, and Russia does not become a state, because how huge it is, it gets given to the US. So, Nigeria was like, excuse me, I could have used that, and he's like, oh, I don't care. So, now Nigeria is crying. Nigeria is given this, and this. I'm only kidding. This, Now it's coming back to the US. So yeah, let's see the USA's empire. Hold on, give it a sec. Just like, kind of wants a bit of China. They give it a lot to Australia. Australia did partition a lot in the war. So shout outs to them. And let's see how big USA has done. Now USA is so big that I just realised it's a border. Yeah, South Africa all the way to Russia, the top. This is actually the top of Russia. Yeah. Alaska, if the ball's round, where would it be? Would it be, Alaska no, China. I think, yeah, I think it's China. I'm smart. Or maybe, no, I was about to say Denmark. Actually, Denmark, yeah, Denmark. Because it is a ball, but realistically, well, this time it would be Russia. Let's go to Russia again, unless. Actually, no, let's go to China. Jing Hong. Oh my god, I just did it right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. The USA Empire has destroyed the world. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe and peace.